Welcome to Happy Time Storytime. We're reading Lego's Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, the secret world of the ninja. Do you see Zane there? The ice ninja. Jay, the lightning ninja. And Cole, the earth ninja. There's Kai, the fire ninja. Nia, the water ninja. And Lloyd, or Lloyd, the elemental ninja. He brings it together and becomes the golden ninja. So let's learn and see what we're going to do. This is for collectors and everybody, whoever loves Legos and Ninjago. Let's do it. Alright, so now we're going to start with the golden weapons. The golden weapons were created long ago by the first Spinjitzu Master, whose weapons were hidden away to stop evil forces from using them. Uh, uh, they later serve the ninja by their power attributed some unwelcome enemies. So attract some unwelcome enemies. So basically, what they're saying is the first Spinjitzu master who created the all of this Ninjago made these weapons and he hid them away. Remember who did? It was Wu. Wu hid him away from his brother, who? Garmadon. Great job. And Garmadon became bad by what happened? He got bit by the Great Devourer. And what happened to Garmadon? He grew 4 arms. Remember that? And he always wanted to have the power to wield all 4 of these. But his brother Wu defeated him and sent him to the underworld, where he was bound there until he got the 4 weapons through the undead general Samukai, who picked all of them up and were going to use them to get his seat of power back, but was tricked. And he made a vortex so that the evil Garmadon can escape into time and space and be able to get strong enough to hold all 4 weapons and make the ultimate weapon. So that's what happens right there. Little history on what these weapons were. The name of one is Scythe of Quakes, the one that looks like a harvester for wheat. And then there's the Sword of Fire. Then there's the Shurikens of Ice, the ones that you throw at the people. Then there's the Nunchucks of Lightning. So when the quake thing hits the ground, it goes like a big earthquake. That lights on fire. Whatever it touches disintegrates. And the Shurikens of Ice, if it hits you, you turn into like a block of ice. And then the other one is lightning. It sends like a huge lightning bolt and knocks out anybody in its path. Oh, this is great! So now we know the fun of those. Now we're gonna look at the elemental blades. The blades of each weapon is formed by a burst of power that surges out from its golden handle. The difference of these are for the ninjas are a little different. Each blade strikes with power of one of the elements: fire, earth, lightning, and ice. And probably Nia, she would get a water blade. And so that's what these are. Jay has the blade, the elemental blade. His is like lightning looking. Then there's Zane, who has an elemental blade. His looks like ice. And then there's Kai, who has a blade that looks like fire. And then there's Cole. Oh, interesting thing about Cole's is his looks green. And the green blade is really, really interesting, I think. I thought at first, when I looked in the book, I thought it was actually Lloyd's because Lloyd's green. But they did green for Earth, so it's lightning, ice, fire, and green they consider earth. So that's the gold. We looked at the golden weapons. We looked at the elemental weapons. Now we're going to look at the Fang Blade weapons. Together, these blades, these Fang Blades, like the serpentines who use them, have the power to unleash a beast named the Great Devourer. The ninja once collected them to prevent this, but Pythor stole them back to to Ninjago's peril. So he was able to steal them. There's the Hypnobrai Fang Blade, which is blue, and then there's the Constrictai Fang Blade, which is orange. Then there's the Venomari blade that's green, and then the Fang Fire blade is red. So they have blue, orange, or yellow, red, green, and red. So when you put them all together, it makes the Great Devourer, who is the most formidable serpent. And there's only one person who actually was able to defeat the beast. That was actually the interesting thing. Evil Garmadon beat the Great Devourer. He nobody really. It's in the story if you watch it. I watch it. I like Ninjago, and he actually uses all the four elemental weapons of the golden weapons together, and he ends up defeating, killing the Great Devourer in revenge for what happened to him, turning him evil from that bite. So he won, and he got the ability now to say that he was the one that killed the Great Devourer. So interesting story about that one. The elemental blades are a little different. I don't know really a lot of elemental stuff behind that. I do know about the fangs and the golden weapons, fang blades and the golden weapons. The techno blades are we'll read about them, but they're an interesting type of blade, so we'll read about them for the techno no blades. These blades are true hackers. They glow when they are near a computerized machine. The ninja need only give the machine a whack to change its programming and transform it into their their likeness, their liking. Like if they hit an old time car that is broken down in, well, just an old car that's broken down in a garbage, not garbage, but the we'll just say just destroyed. It'll actually reform into something else, like a cool car. I think Kai actually did that one time. He went into it was a junkyard. That's it. He went into a junkyard and he found this like bike, and it was really badly damaged. And he hit it with his red uh, techno blade, and it turned it into this really rockin' cool motorcycle thing. And then one time, I think it was Cole turned like something into this really cool bot, like a green bot. And then Zane, I think, had like this ice flyer thing, and Jay had this other really cool thing. They all had each of their they made each of their blades did something to make a cool technobot thing. And so that's that. So they have the Jay's Technoblade, Kai's Technoblade, then there's Cole's Technoblade, which is on a little chain thing, and then there's Zane's Technoblade. The power of the four. That's the cool thing here, and the four elements, like the power of the four elements, four ninja, and four of weapon. Every awesome weapon. Four certainly is powerful number in Ninjago. Even some of the ninja's enemies have realized the power of this balanced number. So it's balanced. And so that's cool. So we learned about the what? The golden weapons, the elemental blades, the techno blades, and the fang blades. So, what can we take away from this? That knowledge is power, and to use it is a blessing. And so always remember to use it, what? One ninja at a time, one Lego at a time, and one hero at a time to make the world, and almost forgot, one person at a time to make the world a better place. So always remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and come back to Happy Time Storytime for more videos. Happy Time Storytime loves you and thank you for coming along. And if you like what you see and stuff, subscribe and also comment too. They're much appreciated. Be blessed. Bye bye.